Hi everybody, welcome to another segment of Creating with Inspiration for Creating with Details. Today I'm going to focus briefly on ways to alter some of the laces. They're gorgeous as are, but sometimes we want to just tweak them a little bit. I'm going to show you a couple of different uses that I found for them. The whole point is just to get you thinking outside the box a little bit. How to customize for different pieces that you might be making. One of the first, this is a piece that I'm creating. This is, hopefully you can see this. This is a piece of lace, and I'll put all of the links in the description box below for all of the items that I've used. Hopefully you might be able to see the detail here. Now all I've done with this is simply to take some seed beads, and these happen to be the kind that I used. They are by Matsuno, they're 11.0, the color is blush. And I just simply took that and a needle and thread. Now if you have jewelry making tools, beading, I happen to love beading, so I used my beading needle and thread. You can also use a regular needle and thread. I found this out by accident. I picked up the wrong needle and thread and just started beading away and found out, hey, it works. So in order to do this, all I did is pick up, well, put your needle in through one of these segments right here on the edge. I don't like to knot on things like this just simply because it's going to be around your neck. So I just try to not do that, but leave a little tail and just hold it while you start your beading. When you finish up, it'll be really secure. Just pick up a bead, and this is actually simpler than sewing on a button. You just go back down through that same hole, and it's a lot easier if you don't put your findings on before you do this, and pull your thread. Well, and that's all there is to it. And then you just go back up through the next one. I have a little knot here. There we go. Go back up through the next one. Just like that. And you just keep going all the way down. If, however, using a needle and thread, sewing of any kind, makes you break out in hives, I do have another alternative. Creating with Details sells these gorgeous rhinestone chains that we could just sparkle on that. Just look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love sparkle. Who doesn't love sparkle? You can simply take this chain and your E6000 or whatever your favorite adhesive is, and just glue it around the edge like this. You can cut these, they cut very easily, and just simply go around the edge like I did with the beads, just using glue instead of needle and thread. You could also, because these are individual segments, you can very easily use a needle and thread and sew it on there if you prefer. But the E6000 will work just as well, and you can not have to use a needle and thread. Now, when I cut these, this comes in a full yard length, and I will be showing you all of the pieces that I've gotten out, and I still have one small piece left, which I'll be doing something with because I never throw away pieces of lace. When you cut this to length, you're going to have little pieces left over, and I just simply cut these little pieces, and this particular one, let me grab the other one. This particular one, I cut 2 of them, and I turned these into little earrings. I beaded around the edge just like I did on the other piece I showed you, and then I just created some little dangles using the same seed beads. Put a little chain up here on the seed beads just to hold the earring wire. Glued a little flower that I had in my stash with a tiny little bead in the center, and voila, you have a customized, one-of-a-kind earring. This one, just to show you, you don't have to put the little fringes on there. I just happen to like it. This is what it would look like without the fringes. And I had another little segment that I turned into a ring. Now this is probably one of the least expensive rings that I have ever made. It was a little scrap. All of this was scrap, just a little piece. And Creating with Details has these awesome adjustable rings. All I did was do my beading, put my embellishments on there, use some 6000 and glued it right to the back of this ring. These are adjustable, so they'll fit any finger. And look how cute that is. It's just dainty and delicate. I also, what started this whole project was I was creating a cuff for out of some of the laces that Creating with Details has. Now, on this cuff, and this is the finished product, I took several pieces of lace from Creating with Details, and I coffee dyed them. I used the same trim here. The difference here is that I added some little pearls. Now, this was, these pearls came off of an old necklace that my grandmother had, and the beads were all faded, and I just thought they were the perfect color for this project. So I sewed around the edges, added a little detail in the center, sewed the beads on, and that was pretty much it for that. But that's what started this whole idea of, creating like a matching set. You could do this with any one of the gorgeous laces that Creating with Details carries. Now, if you see the centerpiece here, this is one of the cameos that Creating with Details also carries. And what I did here is I bezeled around this using the same seed beads that I showed you. If you don't know how to bezel, there's oodles of awesome videos out there from beaders who are far more talented and experienced than I am that you could look. It's really not that difficult. This particular piece came out of the crocheted lace kit that May is carrying right now. And let me tell you, ladies, that kit is filled with laces. So I put that on there. I added the little flowers, and I backed it. This trim that you see here is off of an old doily that I just cut up and created a backing to hide the stitching from where I did my beadwork. And that's how that worked. This piece that I showed you earlier, I also have done another bezel to put on the center of the piece here. Creating with Details has a number of beautiful brooches. This particular one you could add to the piece here in the center. Look how pretty that is. And then use your rhinestone chain to go around the edge of the lace. Beautiful. The other thing that I created, just playing around again with these ring blanks, I think they're like 75 cents a piece. Again, I'll put all the information below. And this is a brooch that I just cut off the back that Creating with Details has and created a one-of-a-kind ring. Very simple, very easy. I think this took me 5 minutes, literally. I'm not sure. I think these are like under $2. And these are 75 cents. So for under $3, you have yourself a customizable ring that nobody else is going to have. Unless y'all run out and buy them and make the same thing. So that's pretty much it for today. We're going to be bringing you each one of these segments each week with little ideas to get you thinking about how to use the products. If you guys have some suggestions, if you do something with it, we would love to see it. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you'll continue to watch every Monday as we bring you some more little tidbits and ideas. If you have suggestions, let us know what you'd like to see. Until then, be kind, be supportive, be creative. Peace.